Today we're in the company of a phenomenal success story. Dean Graziosi is a multi-millionaire, New York Times best-selling author.
Talking about over 1 million books sold total.
We have a living legend, Dean Graziosi.
We have a living legend when it comes to personal development.
You're talking about a man who's hundreds of millions of dollars in sales.
One of the biggest names in the history of this segment.
He's also reaching millions of people online and is live.
So much. You've impacted so many lives.
We literally booked this event because we wanted you to come speak at this event.
What I love about Dean is he's a genius at what he does, but the man, as corny as it sounds, he cares. It's easy to care verbally with your lips. He cares with the direction his feet move.
Hey guys, it's about 6 a.m. I'm on the top of Camelback Mountain.
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up? Just got done running the mountain.
Well, it's entrepreneurs like Dean that are helping make the world a better place.
What's even more remarkable is Dean
started by chopping wood, rebuilding
a trailer.
You're a powerful, big spirit.
Sometimes it takes someone seeing in you what you don't even see in yourself.
His ability to captivate and inspire people.
And so there's so much wisdom in there.
Incredible generosity and your enthusiasm.
Give it up for Dean. The man changed my life.
Up and so excited today. We are interviewing the one and only Dean Graziosi. I was just telling him, Dean, are you ready to match my energy? Because I know you got energy. You're like the only person that can compete with my energy. So
all right, well, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Thank you so much. We want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for taking time to speak to us today and share with the world the message that they need to hear. And I just want you to know that we are so honored to be here today.
Thank you. Well, thank you for, listen, the reason this has become something so impactful, it's become a movement, is because of people like you. I've been watching you since day one, posting nonstop, encouraging other people, help this mission become a movement. So it's impossible for me to reach out to every person that's doing this, but to get the chance to see you guys today and meet you like this, I just want to say thank you for helping spread the word. I mean, we're over 24,000 people strong, 150 countries, 150 plus, 4,300 different niches, where people are realizing they can share their heart, their passion, their experience, their skill, help others, and change the world. So I couldn't be happier. I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Yeah, and thank you guys for creating the platform for us to be able to be that ripple effect, right? And share this message with the people. So I'm gonna dive right in. My first question for you is, so I know you're a family man. You always share how important family is for you and your children, and congratulations on the wedding and the new baby that's about to
4 weeks away. I'm having another baby.
It's almost there. It's around the corner. So as far as family goes, I know you're super busy as well with all the things that you have going on. So, I'm not going to ask the whole, how do you balance, but when you do spend time with your kids and when you spend time with your wife, how do you manage to be in the moment and stay, grounded and focused as,
really good question. I love that question. Here's how that works. It is, everybody always asks me, how do you, today, I'm picking my kids up at 3 o'clock from school. I'm taking my son right to Little League practice. I'll stay at his practice. I'll take him home. I'll come home, do homework with my daughter. And it's we're in the middle of a launch. It's insanity. I do own 13 different companies and all the, so let me just tell you, here's the answer. At this phase of my life, I just know what is important to me. And I know what success means to me. And if I wasn't able to pick up my kids, if I wasn't able to spend quality time with them, then I'd be a failure. It doesn't matter how many companies, don't matter how many New York Times bestsellers, how much money, that would be all BS. It would be worthless. I mean, at the end of my life, could you imagine me saying to God, but I made all this money and I wrote all these books and yay, and and neither one of your kids know you, or 3 of your kids, right? What money without that is emptiness. Success without fulfillment is failure, right? So here's the magic combination. Here's the magic recipe, and it's really not that magic at all. I just really figured out what means something to me in my life, and I say no to everything else. No exaggeration. What means something to me is you could tell, you've known me for over a year now. I love impacting lives. I think you can feel it in my heart. Tony Robbins is the same way. It's my soul. So my energy goes from impacting lives and learning. I always want to grow. My team, who I love dearly, I got the greatest team in the world, my wife and my kids. Pretty much nothing else gets my attention. I don't go to fancy fundraisers. I get asked to go to the Emmys and the Oscars, and I get offered to get box seats at basketball games and sit on the floor and all this crazy stuff. All of it gets a no. I'm not exaggerating. I hardly do anything. I don't golf. I don't hunt. I don't fish. I don't do sports on the weekends. Like, I just don't. And I'm not saying people should do that, but I know what's important to me. When I'm with my kids, my heart is full. I'm guessing you guys understand that. Yeah, when I'm with my wife, my heart is full. When I'm with my team and impacting lives, my heart is full. I feel mission-based. I feel like I'm living life on purpose. When I go golf with somebody because it's cool and light up some cigars and go have a brandy, I'm not knocking that at all. It's just not my thing. And here's the other thing. I like some other things. And Jose, you can appreciate this. I like some other things. But if I rate it between a 1 and a 5-star, my family and my kids a 5-star. My wife's a 5-star. Mm-hmm. Impacting lives a 5-star. If it's a 4, just being honest, it's got to go. So that's how I do it.
Wow, that's great. And we definitely could relate to the family. We're actually raising 5 children right now.
Wow, my wife wants 5 more. I'm like, hey, my clock is ticking. We got to hurry up.
The whole team, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So the next question is going to move towards the broken education system. So we all know that, things are not how they used to be before. Times have changed. I am actually, I guess like a victim of the broken education system. I went to school. I, took out so many student loans, spent all this money. I honestly don't do anything that I went to school for, right? And in the last 6 years, we have invested into mentors and trainings and courses, learning from people to help us get ahead in the things that we're passionate about, like teaching people, the KBB system, like coaching and marketing. We're all into that. We did the same thing. We invested, and I would say that I learned so much and have made so much progress in our life in the last 6 years from investing into people that did the thing versus the people that were teaching the thing.
Yeah.
So when we move into the self-education industry, what is your take on that? And, why are you so passionate about?
Yeah, great question.
Broken.
Yeah. So I'll start with why am I so passionate? Because I'm not a result of the broken education system. I never even got into the education system because I wasn't that smart. I had dyslexia, got some pretty bad grades. My family didn't have money, and I just decided not to go. It wasn't for me. And the reason I'm so passionate, I'll just make this really quick, is, and I've shared this before, but it's important, is because when I graduated high school, my guidance counselor was like, oh, you're not going to college. She was like, no college? Okay, you might as well go get a pickup, get a 6-pack, and kick your dog. And like I know that sounds terrible. I'm not knocking that. There was no middle road. It was either college and a life of abundance, or she said, go get an application for the local factory. They're hiring at minimum wage. No one ever said, hey, do you know you can read books? They're treasures filled with knowledge. You can buy courses. You can find somebody older that maybe will mentor you if you work for free. You can get into workshops. You can get into masterminds. No one ever told me there was this third row. It was either college or you're pathetic. And so when I realized self-education, learning from other people who've already done it, saved my life. I am not dumb, even though I felt I was dumb in school. I could watch somebody do something once. I could listen to it once, and I got it. I just wasn't that good at reading, right? So I was judged by an outdated scorecard. I found self-education, my life changed. So now, that was a long time ago. I graduated high school in '86, right? It's 34 years ago. Wow. I graduated at 6, so... but anyway, but here's the thing, the world has changed, and the world knows the fastest way to the next result, the fastest way to their best result is learning from someone who's already done it, right? You could start off where they left off. And this is it's hard to boil this down, but just listen to this. If you're watching right now, you're watching this great couple, I would guess to say you want another level of life, or you'd be watching the Kardashians. I don't know. You're here, right? So if you want another level of life, impact, success, what do you have to do? I believe there's only 3 things. You can go back to school, and that's general knowledge. Napoleon Hill said it in 1937. Doesn't matter how much general knowledge you get, wide, vast. The general knowledge is general. It doesn't work in today's world. We're an exponentially growing country and world, and school is linear. So there's a trending term that says by the time the ink is dry on your diploma, what you learned is already outdated, right? So people are going, I ain't going back to that school thing. The next thing is you got to learn on your own trial and error. Now, back when we were farmers and there wasn't technology, you could kind of learn on the job. But those days are gone. By the time you learn 2.0, 3.0 is out. And then you try to learn on your own at 3.0, you're already at 6.0. So we don't have that luxury. So what is the world turning to? The world is turning no on general knowledge, no on trial and error. The only other way is to learn from someone who's already been there. And that's everybody watching. If you're watching or listening right now, you have a skill, an expertise, a hobby, a passion, or even an experience that you went through that you could help somebody go faster and quicker by sharing how you saw it, how you went quicker, how you're better at management, how you're better at e-commerce, how you're better at sales, how you're better at painting, how you're better at hair. That's why when I said we're in 4,300, we have 4,300 different niches of every niche you could possibly imagine of people saying, oh, wow, I've been painting for 5 years. I figured a lot out. There's people starting on learning how to paint on day one. Let me help them. And that's why this industry is exploding. That's why Forbes says it's going to be 3 times the size by 2025, one of the fastest growing industries in the world. And it's why Tony Robbins and I are screaming from mountaintops. It's like, if you have knowledge, if you have an experience, and you're not extracting it and sharing it with those that want it, you should feel guilty. And that's why we're going live again on the 27th, and we're stoked.
Absolutely. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. And speaking of Tony, we want to touch on that as well. You know, Tony Robbins has been like huge impact on my life as well. I'm pretty sure on yours too. I've heard stories.
Absolutely.
Like how did you like meet Tony for the first time, and how that connection come to fruition?
Yeah. Great question. So first off, I didn't meet him, but 25 plus years ago, I was up late, saw an infomercial, and I just believed everything this guy said. I'm like, man, that guy sounds nothing like my family. My family says that this guy's probably insane. He's going to steal my money. It's some infomercial scam. I got his training, The Ultimate Edge. I listened to it. Obsessively, and it changed my life. It changed everything about what I do. That was 25, 27 years ago. And then about a decade ago, a mutual friend introduced us. We were supposed to meet for it was one of those, Tony was probably like, yeah, I'll meet this guy quick. And we ended up spending hours together. Within a week, I was at his house. We spent 2 days together, and we've been dear friends ever since. And self-education changed his life. When he was broke living in a car, he spent a week's worth of salary and went to Jim Rohn. And he watched a Jim Rohn seminar, and his life was never the same. And he got in self-education. So it's 2 people that are a product of this result. We wouldn't be here. We always joke we'd be flipping burgers if it wasn't for self-education. But now it's cool. And we wanted to create a blueprint and a process to show everybody, if you're ready to do something impactful, something meaningful in your soul, like doing something on purpose and create success, they don't have to be separated anymore. You have a chance to do both, and that's what the KDD method is all about. That's why we're going live again. Last year we went live, we pretty much broke the internet, and we're going live again. Only once a year.
Because I was like on the tip of my chair. We had like a party. Like I went to my cousin's house. We put it on a screen. I was like, everybody come over. You guys got to watch this. Some people didn't even know what was happening. They just went because they trusted me. They loved me, right? They trusted my judgment. I'm like, let's go. We're going to have a party. They had no idea what was about to go down. And we saw the entire thing. And I was like, wow, over 200,000 people had shown up live. Thousands of lives have been changed because we have watched this from the very beginning. Yes. We have been watching since the beginning. And now it's like, we're going to do it times 10. So tell us, this training is literally a few days away. What can our viewers expect? Like, what is going to be like an add-on? Why do they need to be there?
Okay, so
input.
If you're watching and you'd like to do something different, something more impactful, something more meaningful. You want to you're a professional, you want to transition. You got a side job or side business, but you want to do a side business that actually has purpose. And or maybe you're already in business and you want to scale your impact and your success. Then you have to show up, because this is where the industry and this is where the world's going. We are in the information age. If you don't know it, you're being left behind. Knowledge is the new currency. If you don't realize that, you're going to be left behind. And Tony and I have been doing this for 60 plus years between the 2 of us. If you're going to learn from somebody, you might as well learn from someone who's already been there. So what we can promise on this training is we're going to demystify what the knowledge industry is. We're going to show people how to find that experience, that mess that can become a message, how to turn their passion, their skill into something people want and then how to take that and scale their success and their impact. That's all going to happen live. We got some special guests, my friend Jenna Kutcher. She is awesome. We got Russell Brunson coming on. It is going to be epic. And here's the thing. If you're still watching this, it's once a year. Last year, we had thousands of people the day after go, oh my God, I heard it was great. When are you doing it again? It's like in 12 months. So if you're going to go, do you have a link they can register at? Is it?
Yeah. So everybody, you need to go register at learnkbb.com. Learnkbb.com. It's going to be amazing. I am so fired up and excited.
Yeah, so if you go there, you'll come to a registration page. So you'll register, but here's the thing. I'm betting if you're still watching, you're going to go register. It's learnkbb.com, right? Okay, you go register, but then what you have to do is you have to take your phone out and you have to put it in your phone as a reminder, because you don't want to go, oh my God, when is that training? Oh, it happened an hour ago. It's the worst. It's FOMO. You'll feel like you're left behind. You feel like you're missing out. So go register and put it in your phone. I promise you it's going to be something epic.
And then another thing is, after they register, there's going to be some awesome training right then.
Yeah, instant training. We did 4 training videos that are killer.
Yeah, so you're going to get value from right there on the spot from, these amazing people that have transformed so many lives. And then you're going to join us on the live. So thank you so much, Dean. I am so excited. We're going to have another house party for the 27th. We're going to have
Let's do it.
Watching online, offline. Like, we are ready to take this to the next level.
All right. I appreciate you both. Jose, pleasure meeting you guys both. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Changed my life.
If you enjoyed that video, then you're going to want to click the link below and watch 5 powerful trainings on mindset, momentum, marketing, and sales from myself, Tony Robbins, and our dear friend, Jenna Kutcher. Click the link and go check out these special, quick, and powerful trainings.